I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. And I was asked a question. I just want to make sure I have it on the screen correctly. Should you try to bypass recruiters and apply for a job directly? Now, as clear as the question may seem, I want to show you how ambiguous and confusing the question is before I start answering it. So the first is, what kind of recruiters? Corporate or agency? Bypass the recruiter. If this was an agency recruiter, did they speak with you about the job? Did they identify who the firm is? Or are you just finding out about the job on your own and you want to apply for a job directly? Then there's the language of apply for a job. Are you going to be emailing a resume, applying through an applicant tracking system? What are you doing here in considering applying for a job directly? Lots of parts of this. Let me start breaking it down for you, okay? So the first thing is bypass recruiters. Now, I'm going to start by saying that if it's a corporate recruiter, actually let me start with the agency recruiter. You don't have to work with agency recruiters. If you've contacted a number of them, if you've spoken with them about this job, even if, and particularly, and I want to repeat that word because I was a little fuzzy there, and particularly if they spoke with you about who their client is, do not go around them. What you're doing there is stealing. And you don't want to steal information for your own advantage. What you do then, very simply, is attempt to work with that recruiter to get the interview. Now, if no one's spoken with you about the job, well, feel free to contact them, but don't apply for a job. Don't go through an applicant tracking system. Don't go through corporate HR. Get to a hiring manager. How do you do that? Well, you can call. Find out who's responsible for that function within an organization. And thus, in that respect, yes, I'm encouraging you to bypass the corporate recruiter, not the agency recruiter. Because again, if you've spoken with the agency recruiter about this job, you are using their information and would be stealing from them, costing them tens of thousands of dollars that can affect their family, affect their business. You're being a thief. And what do you get out of it anyway? They're going to do all the legwork for you. They probably have a relationship with this firm where they can, if you have the right skills, actually get you the interview. What's in it for you anyway, right? So corporate recruiters, I do believe you should bypass, particularly if the first point of entry is an applicant tracking system. I want to repeat something I say all the time. Never, ever apply for a job or make it your first point of contact through an applicant tracking system. Repeat, never, ever apply for a job or make a first point of contact through an applicant tracking system. Instead, find the hiring manager. Get introduced to the hiring manager by someone you know or someone that you're connected with. Better to do a pre-interview with someone who works for the firm who might know this manager and have them walk your resume over and say, look, this guy contacted me. I think he's got a great background. Go for it. Now, by the way, on the off chance that you're a lunatic and will walk directly to the firm or drive to the firm or take the subway to the firm to walk in the door and want to be interviewed, don't. Don't do that, please. Now, some will disagree with me and say, well, it shows how eager and motivated you are. Now, look at it from the employer side. First of all, in a lot of buildings, particularly if you're in an urban area or applying for something with a large organization, you won't get past security. That's point number one. You will not get past security. Number two is what you're expecting someone to do without preparation is interrupt exactly what they're doing at that moment and talk to you. So think about it. Is that how you want to be treated? Do you want to be interrupted all the time and wind up having to contend with someone who's, I must in all honesty tell you, Almost all the time that people have tried to do this with me, it's been a waste of my time. All I've asked for is security, send a resume to me. I take one look at it, and to use one example, it's a Purdue chicken plucker applying for a software engineering position. Don't apply for jobs that you're not qualified for. Seriously. All you do is waste your time and theirs. It's going to be more of your time, but they're going to take one look at your resume and think you're an idiot. So don't embarrass yourself by showing up at someone's doorstep expecting to be interviewed. It's annoying. But back to the original question, should you bypass recruiters and apply for a job directly? Corporate recruiters, yes. Agency recruiters, if you're already working with one who's going to be introducing you to this firm, no. If you know, if you want to network your way to that firm, you don't have to go to an agency to have them introduce you. Screw it. Just go directly to the firm, but go to the hiring manager. You can call up on the phone and ask, who's the manager responsible for such and such? And if they try to direct you to HR, very simply say, no, I'm not looking for HR. I'm looking for the manager who's responsible for that function, who might be hiring for such and such position. If they sound unsure, go to the head of the function. In technology, it could be the CIO or CTO. If it's in finance, the CFO, controller, whomever, just work your way down from the top and reach out to them. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Hope you found this helpful, and I hope you join me on my website and let me help you. Have a great day.